Kahala Yahbashim Shai. It's your brother War making a video to feed the sheep, to edify the lambs. Shalom to the Akim and Akwathim that are going to be watching this video. Yahbashim Shai. Brakatham. Kahala Yahbashim Shai. And I don't know, maybe we're just going crazy and man, they're tripping. But let me get this precept, then I'll play this video. Just see from the title already. It's in Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. And no, this is not talking about Satan, the spiritual demon Satan falling from the third heaven where the Most High dwells. It's speaking about Satan, meaning the devil, Esau, so-called white man, the wicked of the scriptures. Right, the names are interchangeable. Sometimes it's talking about actual Satan, or it's speaking about Satan in the human flesh. All right. Then this saying, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, meaning his rulership is going to end quickly. So now let me play this video.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. We're doing very well with the vaccine. And I will tell you something, I just literally left a meeting. We're mobilizing our military and other forces, but we're mobilizing our military on the basis that we do have a vaccine. You know, it's a massive job to give this vaccine. Our military is now being mobilized. So at the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
I ain't taking no, I'm telling you right now, I'm not taking no stinking vaccine. I don't care. I don't care if I can't participate normally or if they're gonna lock mans up. I am not taking no vaccine. Alright? But you heard what he said. He said he's gonna use the military to mobilize to distribute. The title says the military is being mobilized to distribute a coronavirus vaccine once it's ready. And these guys are even talking about, first these men are talking about 18 months. Now he's talking about the end of the year. Operation Warp Speed. This is how you know they already had a so-called cure for the virus in the first place. But a lot of people, you could already see the dislikes on the video just from 3 days ago. 1.7k dislikes, 244 likes. There's a lot of people who ain't down with it, man. There's a lot of people who are not down with this mandatory vaccination stuff and this mark of the beast stuff. So, and it's mainly Edomites. A lot of these Edomites ain't about it. Okay. This goes into the beast being partly clay and iron mixed with clay. Right, the iron representing the military might. Iron used to what's it called? Make weapons, make armor. Right, things of that nature. That's what America is used as for. The beast is used to subdue the nations as their military might, and that's how they're going to use it to implement their laws when they make things mandatory. Right, they're not saying it's mandatory right now to take the vaccination, but there's something that in the scripture says is going to be made mandatory, is that RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. Okay, and what's going to lead to that is let me get a second. I just 16 was like 67. No. Right. And it says 2 16 and 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right, that great multitude is gonna be the military, right? The EU troops, right? The police force, right? Who are gonna take the commandment from their governors to waste and destroy people who don't submit to their laws. Right, that's gonna be that great wrath, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. That they're gonna feed you being idle. And they have concentration camps and FEMA camps ready The people, what are you going to be doing in there? You're going to be doing nothing. You're going to be idle, right? And in there, a lot of people are going to be getting put to death. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. There shall be in every city and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Most High. And sparing the none, that sparing none is the citizens. And anybody who doesn't comply is gonna get destroyed, right? But then they're gonna fear. Then they're gonna go against. Then they specifically want the Israelites that specifically ain't gonna bow down to Esau's laws because it's gonna go against the commandment. And for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Well, what is able to cast people out of their houses? You see the police do it. They call them the SWAT team. They got a warrant on you. The police, the SWAT team come in and they ransack your house and they dash you outside your house looking for whatever they want. Oh, how much more the military? Okay. So that's what's coming. Esau's getting ready to push these things. It says, verse 75 says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. Right? Let's get in Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the devil in this context is speaking about a nation of people, your adversary. This was written to the Jews, to the Israelites. It's a family thing. The Jews back then knew when Yahushua was talking about it in Revelation 2 and 10. They knew when he said the devil, he knew what people they were talking about, the Romans at the time. Right? It says, Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Right? Which is this also, the whole scripture goes into us being tried. This is the Most High is going to use this to try us. Right? Some of us might not even get thrown in them camps. Right? A lot of us are probably going to get put to death on the spot. And it speaks about man's getting beheaded, right? Revelation 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. 1,000 years going into the double unto the other nations for what they did unto us, right? Yeah, some of us are gonna be was it 216 and 44? All right, it's 40. And it says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle." This is a battle we have to prepare for mentally, spiritually. Right? You have to build yourself up to be able to resist the temptation, man. Yahushua calls it the hour of temptation that's gonna come upon the whole earth. Right? He said he'll keep you from it, but you gotta spiritually, mentally prepare yourself for it by physically keeping these commandments and having that faith. And you're showing your faith by keeping these commandments unto death. Right? And those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And a pilgrim is like is like a synonym for vagabond, someone who has no main dwelling place. You're not gonna be able to just chill anywhere. Right? These people, these troops, they're gonna be going around ransacking people's houses and things of that nature. The only people who are gonna be able to live normally are those who comply. Had one more precept, but let me get this last one in Isaiah. It says to try and persuade people by the fear of the Most High, man. These things are going to be happening in the streets. So this is talking about them civil wars, the race wars, the famines, riots, right? all these things are going to happen simultaneously. The Most High is going to be stirring up the nations to start a whole third world war in the what they call the Middle East region, right? It's Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Man, it's gonna be crazy out here. Like in the movies, you always see how the woman ends up becoming a commodity for the men in those apocalyptic movies, right? You see the Book of Eli, the men use that woman. That Eli ran into the woman, and she first thing she said is, "Don't hurt me." She'll give him anything just to not hurt him. Right, and ended up it was that the men were using her as bait to try and lure him in. Right, there's another movie I seen from one of the elder brothers, Malcolm on GMS. He showed this movie where this woman and her daughter needed a place to stay at this man's house, and their trade was that she let the woman let the man sleep with his daughter, and she said, don't give her a baby. Right? So it's gonna be crazy out in these streets, man. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna get one more precept, and then I'm gonna play the video again and let it close. Or I'm gonna get two more actually. Isaiah 33 and 6. And it says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Fear of the Most High is his treasure." And to read that Revelation 13 again, right? It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor." Revelation 13:16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Now, maybe this might not even be it. Maybe the vaccines, they might not take it seriously if the military is coming around, actually coming around to give people vaccines, and you say no. Maybe they might not take it seriously and they just leave you. All right, I mean, we're not gonna arrest this guy or anything. But that's what it's leading up to. This point is the main point that you have to understand. Okay, so I'll play that video one more time.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a vaccine by the end of the year. We're doing very well with the vaccine. And I will tell you something. I just literally left a meeting. We're mobilizing our military and other forces, but we're mobilizing our military on the basis that we do have a vaccine. You know, it's a massive job to give this vaccine. Our military is now being mobilized. So at the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly.
Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say, Kahala Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hope y'all are edified. Shalom. Shalom.